Hello everyone. It's been a while since I've been on here live, so I thought I'd come on. I'm out walking right now from going down to dinner at the corner church where we get free dinners when my food stamps gets empty, or I get low on food stamps and money. Then I have a little church on Friday nights that has free meals. And so I went there to get my free meal, and now just walking back from the Safeway store where I go to get a little snack for later, to walk over to the McDonald's where I hang out for the night before going off to bed. I gotta get that light away from me. So I've gotta see if I can swap this. So just kind of showing you a little bit of the territory of my routine where I walk. I have to deal with the noise of the traffic every night, back and forth. Back here, I'll go back to the road and I'll show you where the road I go back down to where I sleep at night. Maybe I'll just take a little walk if it's not too dark to show you where I sleep at night. A lot of people can't understand in a lot of these countries, especially in Africa. Down this road, a little bit of a dark road, so I'll swip it back for right now. And I'll get that light out of the way. See, hopefully you can still see me in my dark little place. I hate this light. So I have to walk down this dark road. I'll go ahead and flip it back the other direction. And then I have to worry about traffic coming around the corner. So from McDonald's to where I sleep, this is where I have to go to. So I'm giving you a little tour of my nightly walk after McDonald's closes, usually at 11 o'clock during the week, midnight during the weekend. It probably takes me about 10 minutes for me to get from the McDonald's where I go. But I figure since I'm this close, if it doesn't take too long and I don't lose some of my viewers, and you see these neighborhoods I have to walk through, and they're usually not very, let's say, high income type neighborhoods. It's mostly more lower income houses, not always the best. Get up here to the top. A little hill here I gotta watch out for in case some car starts shooting over the top from the other side. It's been a while since I've done a live video. And down the other side. And unfortunately, because it's night, I don't know how well this is going to do when I get to where I sleep, because it's pretty dark. And then I don't even think it has a video or light on this. Oh, it does have a light. Well, what do you know? I didn't even realize it. So I got a light. I'll use that when I get closer to where I sleep, so you can see. We'll see how many people actually follow along with this, because I sneak in and out here every night at around 11:15, and most of the neighbors don't even know I sleep here. So almost to the road here where I go. I haven't shown this place before. I have pictures that I have shared on my Instagram of where I sleep, but not a live video. Now we can turn on the light. You can see a little bit, but it's draw too much attention. Till I go down here. So people can just check it out. This is my nightly routine. My neighbor next door that I deal with. And then you'll see down here, this is where I sleep. So you can see it is a destroyed, ugly old house. And I have to go down these stairs with blackberry bushes to try to get back to them in the middle of the night. And then you can see this is where I live. The house, the place is just a mess. And then old shed over here where I throw some of my garbage in because it's just garbage down. And then I gotta go down these other stairs, and you can see right here the window isn't even in. Down these stairs, and then I got another little shed thing over here. Here is where I hide my Safeway cart, camouflaged with boards and plastic to keep it safe. That's how I carry all my bedding and everything when I'm moving from one place to the next. And I have to go up these stairs, and you can see the wind blew today, so this is where I sleep. Of course, it made a mess with pine needles all over the place. Trying to straighten this out a little bit. As I use this to cover my stuff up. So you can see, and then when it rains, I've come back when it gets a big puddle of water right there in the middle from all the rain coming in. And see this door, it isn't even locked or closed. You can go inside. Anyway, inside there it's full of a mess, crap all over the place. And then you can see I'm up high where a big tree, where all the pine needles and the water drips from. Down here where I keep my backpack at night. And then back down these stairs. So this is my little routine. Well, finishing up my trip back up the stairs here. Where I come back up to finish my day. So anyway, now you've got a little glimpse of what I have to go through every night and where I sleep, making up my bed with a little blow-up mattress. I know it's kind of dark right now. So that is my little hideaway where I've had people that have come and saw me up the stairs, vagrants in the middle of the night at 4 o'clock in the morning, and they'll see that I'm there and then they'll leave. Or I've had people just walk through the yard from the upper street to the lower street. Or I've had people come and hang out right underneath the stairs, right underneath me where my cart is, that don't even know I'm there, and start talking about all their drugs they do and the things that they steal and whatever, until he finally saw that I was sleeping there. And then she goes, "Oh, he probably heard everything I saw or we said." And then, yes, I did. So this is kind of my little routine where I walk back up the stairs or back up the street. It's a little bit of an incline, and I'll show you, see if I can see my backpack. We'll see whether I get underneath a light, and I'll show you what I have to carry on my back every day with my personal undergarments, my bathroom utilities that I need, things like that, because I don't leave hardly anything around anymore because I've had my stuff stolen 5 times. So all I have now is the clothes that I have on and my underclothes and stuff. Let's see. So you can see there's my backpack. You see a little green pillow that I also tuck in there, so when I go to McDonald's or places where they have hard benches, I have a little pillow to sit on, make it a little easier on my behind. But I'm hoping soon God is finally gonna get me blessed here with the finances He has coming to me, so that I can finally get out of here and start on my journey to Africa and other countries. God is preparing me through these trials to endure, and that's part of a spiritual leader and one of the 144,000. So I have direct communication with the Holy Spirit, communicates with me every day to help me keep my focus, to help keep me encouraged, to help me from losing my mind, because the devil is fighting on me so hard because of the work I'm doing for God, that he's trying to discourage me and destroy me here on the streets and getting me to give up. And so far, I've been here for over 2.5 years, and I'm still here, and you can see I'm still in good shape. God takes care of me, provides for my needs. I get my breakfast for free at McDonald's, and I have food stamps in the late afternoon, in the evening, where I get a little bit to eat at the Safeway, and I have people there that take care of me. Women that work at this Starbucks coffee that gives me hot water for my soup. That I get the little bowls of soup that are cheap. It's getting dark here. I don't think we can do reverse light. Yeah, it's gonna do any good there. So these are the routines I deal with then Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now let's go back this way for now. At least you can see the road ahead. I take bus to go over the other side of town to the YMCA, where I can take a shower, clean up, and maintain myself. And then next to the McDonald's, when I have money, to be able to go to the laundromat, to be able to wash my socks and underwear and the clothes that I do have. I have one pair of shorts and a tank top for the summer and the warm days, and then my jeans and a regular shirt, a long sleeve shirt, and this coat that I'm wearing on the cooler nights. And the rain comes in, I've got a big umbrella that I keep back where I sleep. I just hate carrying it around with me if I don't have to. So until I can afford a little shorter one. But anyway, now we're coming back to the main street that we came off of, where all the traffic is. And a little more light, so you can see over there we got a Burger King and an Italian Sparta's Pizza, Taco Bell over here, a little coffee shop. People go to get coffee in the morning. I hope this isn't going to be too long of a video for everybody, because especially people that need a lot of data to watch this. But I'll make it just as far as my McDonald's, if people can last long enough to follow my whole routine. Over there, you can see on that side, Taco Bell over on this side. And then down here on the right, can't see it right now, but the McDonald's is in there. So all those people that wondering what I'm doing, where I'm going through, and then I have all these people all over the world that are constantly asking me for money to help them with their schooling fees, their orphans, their ministries, and whatever else, or their data or minutes on their phone. And they can see I don't have money. I'm just scraping by the grace of God, and God provides for my needs because I'm a servant of God and I'm called out to do His work. I'm being prepared. I'm like a modern day Job, where the devil took everything away from me. I had a family, a home, a wonderful job, and everything else. When I started serving God, the devil got angry and took it all away. And like a modern day Moses, where God sent him to the desert for 40 years to get him ready to be a leader in strengthening his trust, his faith, teaching him patience and humility. Well, this is what I'm having to be taught here. And the time that I have, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, I'm on here with my ministries for all of you all around the world every day with all that I share to keep you educated and updated, questions answered in the Bible, to be here to be your best friend, and counseling, encouragement, inspiration, whatever I can do for you while I'm down in my low, so that when God blesses me and I can come to Africa and start building church complexes, orphanages attached, building with the elderly and widowed, schools for poor children, and much more. That's what God has planned for me. But first, he has to prepare me, and this is like God's training camp. The devil's trying to destroy me with these trials, and God is using them to rebuild me, reshape me, strengthen my trust, my faith, my patience and humility. Patience is the hardest for me, sitting here on the streets. Every time I think we're going to get close, I'm going to get the money to get out of here, the devil causes another delay and tries to get me discouraged. And I've lasted this long only by the grace of God, his strength and his wisdom, to be able to be here for all of you every day and know what it's like to have nothing, like a lot of you in these countries in Africa, Pakistan, India, Philippines, Nepal, Bangladesh, all these places I have friends at, so they can get an understanding that I have nothing. Yes, what you guys are going through in your countries is worse because of your governments are greedy and they do not give you anything to assist you at all. Or at least in America, the government helps you with food stamps and medical as well. But now we're here at the McDonald's, so I'll flip. This is where I come every night in the morning first till about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, so that I can be here for a couple of hours, because they're giving me a 2-hour time limit now, 2.5 hours, and I get my breakfast for free. And then I come back again at night about 8 o'clock till 11 till they close, before I go back to bed, or go to bed I should say. And then right in here is where I sit. This is my little corner that I come in, and I'll just pop in real quick just so you can see. This is where I sit and set up my phone and plug-ins to keep everything charged. And then all my friends over here that work at McDonald's that assist me and help me every day. Thank God God brought all these people together in helping me so that I can be here for you every day. So now you all got a little view of my little life here on the streets. So when I say to people, to you, I live on the streets. Get away with these lights. This is what it means by living on the streets. It means I have no home, I have no family, I have no friends, I have nothing. Like a disciple and like Jesus, where they had to travel and wherever they could lay their head. So I've had to move into quite a few different places, wherever God would find me a place. Even sleeping in the back door of a carpet store, where I had to take my stuff and all my bedding, putting it in garbage bags in the rain and carry it several blocks to hide it behind some boards and some crates during the day, so I keep it safe. And then at night I have to come back in the rain and carry the bags back, then make up my bed behind the back door of the carpet store, and then get up early enough in the morning before the store opened to leave. And I've had to sleep in the front seat of a U-Haul truck at night, freezing cold. I had to go in that back door of that carpet store, and I didn't have no bedding because I went back to my place where I was sleeping, and the property management people had sold the place and they took all my stuff to the dump. So I came back to nothing. So I had to go back to the carpet store and I had to crawl into the dumpster and get some carpet pieces and lay a couple down on the ground to lay on and another one to put over the top of me to try to keep me warm. This is how I've had to live in the process of things I've had to go through to serve God. I picked up the cross, followed Jesus, and this is what I am, preparing me for a bigger plan to do these, traveling to all over these countries, and all of my friends in Nepal, Pakistan, North India, and these areas where they had the floods coming in and they washed out their villages. Hopefully I can be able to come there to help them rebuild their villages. Also in Africa, all of these poorness that's there so that we can build church complexes in several locations and get teams to go out into the outer villages to spread the gospel to people who haven't heard. These are the things that God is preparing me for, making me strong and getting me ready. Because we're in the last day prophecies right now, my friend, and soon the Sunday law is going to be passed, the mark of the beast. And when that happens, everybody is going to have to start getting out of the cities, because it's going to happen in America first and then work its way around the world. So if people don't learn what the prophecies are, they're going to get caught up with the rest of the world. See if I can find a place where I'm getting all this glare. No matter where I go, I got to deal with glare. Let's go this way. Anyway, it's been quite a journey, and I'm glad and I'm thankful, and I love every one of you, of all the people that become my friends all over the world that have been there encouraging me and praying for me back and inviting me into their homes and into their churches, into their places when I am able to get to their countries. Because God's plans are so huge, you can't even imagine. And I've been writing my story and my testimony since I started here, so I'm going to be sharing that testimony and story to show God's glory and what He's been doing with me, for me, and through me during the time I've been here on these streets, and all the miracles He's done for me and the people He's brought into my life that have sent me money without me even knowing about it. They just contact me and send me money to help me out by the grace of God. So all of you, just keep your head up, stay strong in your trust, your faith in the Lord, no matter how bad it seems to be, because even in the worst case scenario, even if it's your time to pass, your next waking moment will be seeing Jesus come in the clouds of glory. And those that are here to be alive, to stay alive through the tribulations, God will be with us. He will take care of us, and His angels will be there to protect us and to get us food and water, especially during the time of the 7 last plagues. And then just before the 7th plague, when the people are going to rise up to come against the Christians of God, the children of God, because they're going to blame them for these plagues, and the devil is going to convince them of this, of getting out there and killing all the Christians. But God is going to speak out with a mighty voice, and the earth is going to shake. Such mighty earthquakes is going to tear this earth apart, and the mountains are going to disappear, and the skies are going to open up, and we're going to see God's glory, His grace, when He speaks out just before the 7 last plagues. The 7th plague. And just before the 7th plague, when He does that speaking out, a lot of people don't know about this, but it's the special resurrection that's going to happen, when God is going to raise the wicked that crucified Him and pierced His side, so they will be alive to see the Son of God come in the clouds of glory. And also the saints that preached the 3 angels message back in the 1800s, who will become a part of the 144,000 when they are risen, because they will be also there because they evangelized in their time, like the 144,000, the rest of us that will be enduring the 7 last plagues, where we will be the spiritual leaders. We will be the strength of all the rest of God's children, getting out there in the front line, enduring and spreading the gospel to the world, evangelizing. That's what we are here for, the 144,000. And also Ellen G. White is also going to be risen. So all of them will be alive to see Jesus come in the clouds of glory. So this is what we got to look forward to. Then when Jesus finally, just in the 7 last plagues, when probation is closed, is when Jesus comes out of the most holy place, and He takes off His holy garments and puts on His garments of vengeance, and gets ready for His entrance here on this earth as our King, as our bridegroom. As they know in the Bible, we are His bride, the Church of Christ. And all we can hope for is all the people that we're trying to spread the gospel to are going to listen to what we got to say, because if they don't, they're going to be caught up with the rest of the people in the world with the mark of the beast, worshiping to the Antichrist on Sunday, not God. All religions will be underneath the control of the papacy, even the Muslims, the Hindus, those that in China that worship, what's his name? Oh, I can't remember right now. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, all of them and everyone will be under the control of the papacy, just like they had over 2,000 years ago, church and state controlling the whole world. And this is the way it's going to end, church and state. So anyway, you all have a wonderful morning, because I know it's your morning. It is my nighttime. And I hope you enjoyed my little live video for the day. Take care and God bless.